My name is Dennis Nickson. My friends call me Nick. I run a real estate brokerage company called Nickson and Associates. We broker the Airpark properties here and aviation property in general. We also broker large ranch and development property here in El Dorado County. Cameron Airpark is located about 25 minutes from Sacramento in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada mountains. We're at the 1,300-foot elevation. The Airpark was started in 1966 and was here before any other part of the community was here. We have a 4,000-foot runway. We have 100-foot wide taxiways and flying families. Now, the location is right off Highway 50, and in that regard, it's very, very convenient. We're 10 minutes from Folsom Lake, and yeah, there are aircraft that fly in and out, so you're gonna hear some airplane noise, but we are 90 minutes from South Lake Tahoe. We have some of the best recreation opportunities in El Dorado County, high Sierra alpine lakes, rivers, and streams. Great fishing. We have some fantastic casino gambling, downhill and cross-country skiing. Folsom Lake is 10 minutes away. The downtown district of Sacramento is just 15 to 18 miles away and just a 20-minute drive. We've got a great location for an aviation airpark, and it exceeds, I think, any other airpark I'm aware of. Well, the taxiways have just been repaved, and that cost us about $1.4 million. There is a bond on all these properties, but the important thing to know is we actually own this airport. We own the runway, we own the taxiways, we own the fuel facility, and as a result, that creates income for this airport district. I might mention that being at this location, we're above the valley fog in the wintertime. We're below the high Sierra snow in the wintertime. And so we have great flying weather. I can't tell you, being a native New Yorker, how delightful the flying weather is here. It gets a little warm in the summertime, but our location makes it convenient for shopping. It makes it convenient to get to Sacramento International Airport. It makes it convenient to get to the Pacific Ocean. We're only about a 2-hour drive or maybe a 20-25-minute flight. I might mention that this is a public use runway, so it's part of the United States Airway system, and we are a 24-hour-a-day, 365-day a year airport open to the public. And so in that, we have the ability to have life flight helicopters land here in case they need to heliport some accident victim out of here in a hurry. And you can still leave this airport in IFR conditions. You just can't come back because we don't have an instrument approach here. But there is one up in Placerville, that's only 11 miles away. And there's certainly one at Mather Field. And with that instrument approach and 11,000-foot long, 300-foot wide runway, if you can't find that place in bad weather, you're in a really bad situation. So it's great to be near those facilities, quite frankly, to have this airport paved, lit, have a Plazi and an AWAS coming. Well, we've got the facilities that any pilot would really admire having at their home airport. Well, the low-end houses, which are some of the original houses that were built here some 40 years ago, start right around the low to mid 300 range, and they're going to be fixer-uppers. They're going to be houses that really require quite a bit of work. I think that there's a great opportunity of homes in the 400 to 500,000 range, but quite honestly, we have a half a dozen homes here that are near or over $1 million. We do have about 35 lots available to build. We actually own these facilities, the taxiways, the runway, even the fuel facility, which keeps us with reasonable fuel costs. There are aircraft storage hangars there, and our airport manager has an office there. Now, as to the finances, that's really good news also. We are financially viable, and we have been for many years. We're able to afford facilities like a Plazi, a pulse light approach slope indicator. That's a mouthful. We're working on an AWAS, and an AWAS is an automatic weather reporting system for this airport. And this way, a pilot can actually listen on the radio as he's coming into the airport, get an idea of exactly what the weather is, what the winds, the barometric pressure, that sort of thing. And those AWASs are actually reported on the internet all over the country, so you can get that information in real time right on the internet. Great facilities, great political environment here at Cameron Airpark. Friends of Cameron Airpark, we have a lot of parties each year. We have a Christmas party, and almost everybody attends. We're talking 70, 80 people show up for our Christmas party. They have an ice cream social in June. They have an Oktoberfest. We end up with a number of other events like a Valentine's Day party. We have a wonderful 4th of July fireworks display on Cameron Park Lake, and the whole community shows up. I mean, they close down Boeing Road, they have an all-day party, and in the evening there's a 20, 25-minute fireworks display. We are working on funding security cameras at the entrance of our airpark. And the reason is these are public streets, and so that anyone can come and go. And we have had, on occasion, a young fella going in here doing a donut or two. So we kind of want to make sure that that doesn't get out of hand. But really, you'll find this neighborhood, we all pull together, we all help each other. If I'm working on one of my airplanes and I need an Adele mount or I need a part for my airplane, there's a half a dozen people I can call here and I go, do you have a number 3 Adele mount? I'm working on it. Oh yeah, sure, come on down and come get it. And I've never experienced a neighborhood that was so giving that way. So there's camping, there's fishing, boating and water skiing, downhill skiing in the wintertime, cross-country skiing. Of course, the casinos are right at State Line if you like to gamble in South Lake, and you couldn't ask for a prettier place to be than in Tahoe. Lake Tahoe Basin is absolutely gorgeous. So, and if you're really in a hurry, Folsom Lake, 10 minutes away. You could be water skiing 15 minutes from there. So we really are very recreational, and we feel that that's right here at our back door. Yosemite, I think, is about 100 miles south of here, and it's likewise in the western side of the Sierra Nevada mountains. Delightful scenery. I mean, who doesn't like Yosemite? The gal across the street is an air show pilot. We fly formation together all the time. We really go out of our way to memorialize people that have gone west, that have passed on, fellow pilots. And so we'll actually do a 4-ship formation that has the number 3 pull up and go west. And that's the way we kind of honor some of the people that have passed on in the airpark. My company is called Nickson and Associates, and I'm the broker here. It's very small. I specialize in aviation property and, of course, Cameron Airpark. I also broker large ranch property. I do 1031 tax-deferred exchanges, and I do development property real estate. But really, this is my love. The airpark has been a very pleasurable part of my real estate brokerage. Now, I became an agent in 1980. I worked for an attorney. We were land specialists, and that's where I learned that specialty. But I've always brokered the airpark. It's kind of had been a little side business up until somewhat recently, where I've really concentrated on brokering these homes and lots. As to my brokerage, I use my airplane for my business. So this Chinese airplane behind me, I use it for aerial photography and take pictures of large ranches. I use it as part of the logo in my business as well. So if the goal is to enjoy what you do for a living, I've rung the bell because I'm really enjoying what I do.
That's great.